Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to another session of trading with In the Zone Trader. Hope you guys are having a good week so far. Let's go ahead and look at the NQ daily chart. Had a pretty bullish day yesterday, but then we gave it almost all back and some. In the middle of this range here, we went down, retested the 21 EMA on the daily, bounced off. Also around 700 as well. So we went as low as 700 overnight and bounced up. Again, this is still looking very bullish. This is a healthy pullback. Have to see what today brings. Let's look at the ES daily chart. Definitely more of a deeper pullback, but it needs to come down to the 21 EMA, right? 69.50 would be the bearish target if we're going down today. We did make brand new all-time high yesterday. So I think this pullback is very healthy. Completely normal. Let's go and look at the NQ 800 tick chart. And okay, just marking my lines right now at the moment. We were, or maybe we still are, in the middle of this move here. Triggered bearish right there at the 844 candle. We have about 5 minutes before market opens. Let's see if we have any news today. We do have news at 9:50, which is kind of an odd time. It's when one of the FOMC members are speaking, yellow folder event. And then we have 10 o'clock news, business inventories month over month, existing home sales, and FOMC, another FOMC member speaking. So 10 o'clock could be interesting. We'll keep an eye on that. A lot of FOMC members are speaking today, which should be interesting. Let's go ahead and mark this. Technically speaking, I think I need to do it from here. We never broke this low. So we have this upward trend line here. All right. And you guys know I don't really like taking trades right before market opens, so we're just going to wait it out. VWAP is overhead. If we wanted to fill the gap, we got to go up. So these are two potential targets to the upside. I did mark the overnight low around 701.25, so if we go bearish, 700 is more likely the target. Golden ruler is down at the overnight low, so we also simultaneously have this bullish trigger here. Having a quick look at the 5-minute chart, you could see we tried to get above the 21 EMA. We did, but then we never closed above it, and we essentially are now underneath it. This looks very bearish. Let's go back to the tick chart. All right, we have a little under a minute now until market opens. We do have this trend line now as well. We're bouncing off this sort of upward trend line here. But I think something is going to give right at market open one direction or the other. So let's just see what happens. Okay, market has opened. The bearish move has hit. We will try to take this bearish move here. Okay, we got stopped out. Flatten everything. We're going to try that again. Might escape us this time. Can we get it to go down? Okay. Got it. Okay, now we are really going down. And we broke in through the golden ruler. So, golden ruler moves up. And we also broke through the overnight low. So, let's go ahead and delete some lines here. Currently in this bearish move. It's almost at target, or was. We might take a short at 700 if it comes up. All right, never mind. Our golden ruler now moves down to here. Sort of have this downward trend line look as well. now we have this upward trend line right here. Took a short at 700. Didn't work. Okay. We'll try to take it here. Does it want to go up? Okay. All right, let's see if we get a rejection off a VWAP before we continue going higher. Let's see how this candle behaves. Okay, rejection. All right, now can we fail? Can we fail? I think I got like 5 points off that. If that. Okay, let's draw some new lines. $750 is the next area of interest. I don't know if I'll... Let's just see what it wants to do here. Okay. It didn't get filled there, Tyler. Or which one are you talking about? One of them got filled real quick. It moved so fast. Probably gonna... Okay. You're gonna have to be more specific. Maybe you can tell me the candle. Look at the timestamp down here, maybe, and see if it lines up. All right, we're back at 700. Don't really like a bullish bounce here. We have a lot of things in the way to the upside. Oh, I got, yeah. If you recall, my strategy is trying to capture 15 points. But if the market goes to 10, my stop loss automatically moves my trail to 5 points, and then it keeps going higher and higher and higher. So yeah, it just moved really fast. I did mean for it to short here, and then it went down. And I only was able to capture 5 points on that trade, so. We're kind of in a battle zone right here. Yeah, the auto trail is a lifesaver. It could be really frustrating too, because I could get trailed out of my, like I did here. I got trailed out, and it did end up making the 15 points. In fact, it made more than 15 points, right? But I'm okay with that. I'm willing to live with that. We're still in this bearish move here. Retesting the EMA. Okay, there it is. Just hit target. But I'm not in it, so. Depending on this candle, we might take a short at 700 if it wants to come back up. And it might just go down and leave us, but that's true. Green is green. Good point, Doug. All right, can we get this thing to dump? So there's that auto trail in motion there. You guys saw it. Sorry, I was switching accounts. I probably missed this here. It's okay. Whoa. Whoa, do you guys see that? Sellers are definitely in control. There's no doubt about that. I'm just wondering why there's so much selling today, though. You know? Like, you gotta ask yourself, what's going on? Was there news? Alright, let's see. 650 is gonna be a bounce area here. Bounce to the upside. Because at some point, buyers are going to have to step in. Question is, do they step in here? No. Okay. I'm going to take a short then. I hate when that happens. You take both sides and neither side works. Let's try that again. Okay, I need it to dump now. There we go. Only got maybe 5 or 6 points on that one. I'll try it again. Alright, well, this target, let's just hit target, so. Okay, it looks like we're going to try to short it again at right here. Let's see if it wants to do it. Keep going. You're almost there at 15. There we go. Believe it or not, guys, I actually just traded all of my accounts. Didn't quite hit my $300 per group goal, but I've hit at least $180 per group, so pretty happy with that. I don't think I've ever finished this fast. Granted, I didn't quite hit all of my goals, but pretty happy with it. I mean, making $645 in one account in 15 minutes is awesome. So I'm not gonna complain, and I'm not gonna chase more profits today. I might try to pass some more evals. Let's see. I'm so close to passing 2 of them too. Do you guys have any questions? I'm more than happy to answer. I am looking to have, the maximum you can have is 20. I'm currently at 14, just past 2 more, so I'm at 16. I have 16 accounts right now. So if there's a bulk sale and I don't have a lot of accounts, I typically like to get a lot of them passed at once. But now that I'm much more mature in my process and I have some solid PAs, I just try to slowly build up the arsenal, maybe 1 or 2 accounts at a time. We're also in a really tricky area here. You guys see that? The buyers are trying to go up and the sellers are rejecting, sure, but like it's kind of a back and forth at the moment. I hit more than half of my target's typically $300 per account. I've hit at least 100, and my goal is if I hit at least $150, I stop on that account. Yeah, if I'm consistent, there really is no reason to get 20 accounts. Now, some of my accounts, I double, triple, or quadruple dip. What do I mean by that? I trade 4 groups. So the account that you're seeing that's up $645, that was traded across 4 groups. And so on a really good day, if I hit all of my goals, if I do truly make $300 per group, that account should be up $1,200, not $645. You guys see that? And that was the case, I want to say 2 days ago. Yesterday it was up 900 and something dollars. So we had, because some of the groups did hit 300 and some of the groups only hit 150. But honestly, like, even if you just hit 150, multiply that even by 10 groups, that's $1,500. That's a good amount of money. Yeah, I mean, if I'm consistent, you're right. Either you can make the argument for both, Tyler, right? I think the key thing is, if you're going to have that many accounts, you have to have a strategy to manage those accounts, right? In the past, when I've had this many accounts, I made the idiotic mistake of trading all of them at once. And so guess what happens when you go on tilt or when you have a software glitch, which many of the folks on here, Doug, can attest to this. I've had NinjaTrader glitches before. I've had rhythmic issues. I've had Trade-Evade issues. And sometimes the accounts... Yeah, $1,500 a day is, I mean, you multiply that by 250 trading days a year, that's $375,000. You're in the highest tax bracket at that point, you know? So, it's pretty good. Now, I want to teach you guys how to do the same thing. It's another reason why I have this channel in the first place. It's fun. I love hanging out with you guys. I want you guys to see what I'm doing. Hopefully you guys can learn. I just might be able to eke out a living on that, Doug. Yes. Yeah, I honestly think like prop firms give you the opportunity to make life-changing money. I mean, what other way can you have 20 accounts without having to work over it over a 5 to 10 year time span, you know? If you're disciplined and you learn the system, you can have 20 accounts in 6 months because it snowballs, right? You start with 1 account, you get some payouts, pocket some payouts, take some of those payouts and get a second account, get that account up, then take the money from the first and second payout and get another 2, and it snowballs 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16. Yeah, and I'm only spending about an hour. Yesterday we spent maybe a little under 2 hours, but that's not bad still. Like yesterday there was a lot of catching up to do, but over the last week or so I have been done by 10:30. So and then I have, this is the financial freedom I want people to have. Like, okay, well, what do I do with myself after I'm done with 10:30? Well, I can go to the gym, I can get in shape, I can spend time with my family, I can build another side hustle, I can read some books and get smarter. I can meditate and spend time with God. You know, like there's so many things you could do. Yeah, 2 hours to make a day's wages for sure. I mean, I used to be a consultant, and I traveled, and I would also commute, and that just sucked the life out of me. And by the time I got home, I just didn't have any energy to do anything else. And I knew there was just something better out there. Now, don't get me wrong. What you guys are seeing is 8 years of trial and error and working through my emotions and creating a system that worked for me, learning from Mark and adjusting it to fit my style. This is not like something that happened overnight, you know. This is something that I worked really, really, really hard to get. And so it's a lot like the iceberg analogy. You know, a lot of people, when they look at an iceberg, they only see the top 1/8 of it, and then there's still like the bigger body underneath that water, where it's essentially that structure, the foundation of that iceberg. It's kind of the same thing here. It's been a lot of things that I had to do to get here. But it's totally worth it. It's totally worth working on this, because if you get it, you can change your life forever. And you could change other people's lives around you as well. We have 5 minutes till 10 o'clock. I'm curious to see what the 10 o'clock news is going to do. But yeah, I think I'm done for the day, guys. I don't really need to continue trading. Let's talk about my performance. I think the best stat of the day is being done in 15 minutes. But every single account essentially had one winner and one loser. One winner and one loser. One winner and one loser. Some accounts had one loser and then two smaller winners, like the 5 points and the 5 points, right? But my win rate for today, my win rate for today was 15.9%. So if you had 20 active accounts, how long can you let individual accounts sit without trading them every day? With Apex, once you pay the lifetime fee, they can just sit there forever. You don't have to trade every single account every day. So you can actually take it slow and have them be stationary. You don't have to trade them every day. Now with some other prop firms, if you have, by the way, Apex is the only prop firm I know that allows you to have up to 20. A lot of the other prop firms, their max is around 3, sometimes 5. But the problem is when you start trading with them, they expect you to trade at least 1 or 2 trades a month on every account. But with Apex, you can go on vacation, don't have to trade any of your accounts, let's say for a month, come back and everything is fine. Exactly. Yeah, you literally read my mind, Doug. You can take a week or 2 off without trading them. Not a big deal at all. And if you guys are interested more to learn more about how it works in greater detail, let me know. Send me an email, we can get on a Zoom call and we could talk about it. And I'll go over the ins and outs as well as my strategy on how to manage all these accounts, because you don't want to be trading all of them at once. And you could do some really cool strategies like trade each of them separately, but then have one that will get exposure across 2 of them or 3 of them or all 4 of them. And so you can have one account that starts getting really, really big. All right, we got 10 o'clock in 2 minutes. Let's see what happens. And then I think I'm going to cut off the stream to keep this video short. And then feel free to email me, guys. Love to answer any other questions you guys might have. If I was still trading, this would have been the newer downward trend line that I would have drawn right here. I probably would have taken a short here. Probably would have taken a short right there at 600. And it would have worked for at least 5 or 6 points right here. 10 o'clock is in about 10 seconds though. So let's see what happens. Oh, there we go. There's the aggressive 10 o'clock candles. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for joining. As always, it's been a pleasure just hanging out and talking to you guys, showing you my system and taking it one day at a time. I may or may not trade tomorrow. I'll let you guys well, you'll see. But yeah, I should be able to trade. I might have to cut it short tomorrow. So hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you guys real soon. God bless.